What's up, everybody? So we're here at Impressions 2023, and I'm hanging out with my friend and somebody I look up to for many, many years here, Eric from Night Owls, also from East West Machines. So, Eric, you're good at this. Tell us what you're doing here and what we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started East West in the summer of 2022. It basically was born out of the fact that we needed better solutions for what we were doing, and I started to figure out what we needed to do, basically. It all started with this little Tagger heat press over here. So we've been running a machine like this for about 6 years for internet labels. We do thousands a day, and more or less, this was great, but we capped out about 150, 160 pieces per hour, and I needed a way to do it faster. And what I did is I took a rapid tag, which has been collecting dust in our shop for a while.
Yeah.
I ripped out all the screen printing components and I married it to a hat heat press, and that worked great for 3 months until things started failing. So then I contacted our heat press vendor that we use to help us manufacture them and said, look, this is my idea, help me engineer it, and that's how we ended up with this big guy here. We call it the HP4A, so heat press, 4-station automatic, very simple. And honestly, we built it and developed it for interneck tags. With this machine, when we have the appropriate interneck tag pallets on it, we do anywhere from 300, 350 pieces per hour with one user. And so it doubles the speed of a tabletop machine, and it's on wheels, so we can roll it around the shop, do whatever we need to do. It's that simple.
That's huge. So what you got here is a full rotary platen like a screen printing press has, where you load a shirt, it goes around. You're able to then put on a screen print transfer, a DTF transfer, and it sends it around, it heat presses, it comes off, and again, you can single load, unload. You can probably do a loader and unloader,
yeah, absolutely,
and probably speed that up too, right?
Yeah, so like if you're doing like a full-size transfer, that we find it best to have a loader and unloader mimic a screen printing press. And it's not just transfers that you can do on this, you can do other applications, whether it's like dye sublimation, foil. Again, we're a screen printing shop, and so that's where our kind of mindset was. And then we realized very quickly, oh, we can do DTF, we can do hybrid transfers, like it's way more versatile. So this machine, it comes with basically one heating element, like you said, 4 stations. There's 2 size platens, a full size and interneck label size, and then there's a semi-auto and an automatic mode. And so you can just be cranking on it, and once you kind of get into the groove, it's really easy to work on it.
Oh, you see a foot pedal here.
Yeah.
So you can actually use the foot pedal and tell it when it needs to actually send around.
Exactly.
And so while you're learning that speed, you're able to get to that sweet spot where you're not oops all the time.
And
right?
if you're working with like difficult fabrics or like, a difficult placement, the semi-auto mode with the foot pedal is perfect for everything you just said, where you control the pace of everything. And once you really start to understand how much time things take, you can get into a groove where you're just cruising along. And again, it's simple.
So with this, you've been able to, you had already switched over to doing all your interneck labels as transfers. You'd stopped screen printing those because your presses are busy printing everything else, right? So with this now, you're able to take somebody and get higher throughput, less bodies, which right now, coming out of the pandemic, looking at the economy the way it is, it's all about lean processes, lean manufacturing, right?
Absolutely.
You've made your own solution to the ultimate lean processing to have one touch point get high throughput efficiently.
Yeah.
So how are these, now you've introduced these in the marketplace, are you seeing a lot of adoption of this?
It's really new. We got our first prototype made in February.
Oh, wow.
So, that's
new.
really it hasn't been that much time. I think people are looking for solutions to speed up their transfer process. And it's great that they're doing things on presses and building inline heat presses for it. But ultimately, it's a $70,000, $80,000 solution versus a $15,000 solution. And if we can basically free up our press to print the more important projects and then use this to do, our smaller run transfers, like at our shop, that's what we're mainly doing. It's just a really win-win situation where we can have someone that is easily trained on a machine very quickly and can immediately start producing high quality results.
Thinking about other use cases too, so a lot of print shops that are manual print shops, even some auto print shops, they might be heat sealing or heat pressing their screen print afterward.
Absolutely.
They might not not be pros at water-based like you guys, so using plastisol applications, this allows you to have that throughput. You could be catching right off the dryer, loading this, sending it around, and still have that catcher and getting this done too.
Exactly. Even with water-based, we do that sometimes too. If we feel that like we need to either, smooth something out or maybe get a little bit more shine to it or whatever the feeling is, like we can use this to finish our applications. And so it's just, again, it's a simple tool and a simple concept that I'm surprised hasn't really been thought of before. But I think with the way that transfer technology has kind of transformed the industry over the past couple of years, like this was a no-brainer for us to learn how to do it. So.
I love it. Yeah. Where can the viewers learn more about you and this product?
So all of the heat presses are under East West Machines. Our website is very easy to go on and buy stuff very quickly. We do have an Instagram account. We also showcase it through Night Owls all the time. So at Night Owls Print, at East West Machines, or eastwestmachines.com.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you again.
Thanks so much.
All right, real quick, I got to tell you something. This is really interesting, and here's why. We formed a company called Inktavo. You may have heard of it, but it has 3 different brands right now: Printavo, Inksoft, and Graphics. So we're all sister companies now, a big happy family. What we're able to do is Printavo's managing your shop management and workflow organization. Inksoft can run your website and handle online stores at scale. So running multiple different stores for fundraisers, schools, company stores, and everything in between. And Graphics Flow is a brand new product to be able to help reduce all the back and forth with art. So it has a huge art library that you can put on your website so customers can see and pluck what they want. Plus, you can also be able to collect different ideas and send them to customers to approve as well. Really, really cool. Plus, in-app editing. It's like Canva, but specifically for shops. All right, check it out. All those brands are on Inktavo.com. That's Inktavo.com. All right, thanks.